I'm Tommy. Since I published HODL SR, I got a lot of questions how to set up HODL SR when the asset is in uptrend and making new highs, or when we backtest an asset. And I found a nice example to show you few tricks and one little HODL magic. As you probably already found out, the HODL SR levels before the highest high are kinda garbled, and that is TradingView scripting limitations or limitation, or I just don't know how to script it properly. But just to let you know, the price levels before the highest high all the way up to here those are all garbled. You can see that the dots are just printed on every candle, but they are correct from this previous highest high. So from this point all the way up to here, they're correct up to here. So how can we overcome this limitation or problem? Let's see. We have to manually configure the HODL SR, and we have to manually set the previous highest high before the new uptrend action. So let's do it. And here's one additional thing I'd like to show you. Whenever we create a highest high, just watch the formation of candles, and I can see and say that this spike up was just too heavy, and maybe this is not the proper highest high, but HODL SR took this value as highest high. And are the levels correct? Well, they're really close, but they are not as good as they could be. So because of the price action after this highest high, we can see we made another try up, we failed, we retraced, and then we made a double top. And this double top actually confirmed me that this might be the highest high here. So let's just set the HODL SR with this level. So this is highest high, and this $711. And if we update this, we can see that the levels moved just slightly, but the moves here are much the levels really, the price obeys the levels much nicely, and we can see that we have a half, one or full move, or 1.5 move, 2 level moves, etc. So this is a better setting. So this is one thing that I wanted to talk about. When defining the highs, try to experiment a little bit which value is the most appropriate. And now, because we are going to look for the price above the latest highest high, we have to tick the uptrend button. And when we do this, HODL SR draws levels differently. So we're talking about HODL levels here, and we have to switch to level 2, which corresponds to level 1 when the uptrend uptrend is not ticked. This is also one of the problems in HODL SR right now, but it will be solved in the upcoming version soon. So you won't have to change these things. So what we have here, we define the previous highest high and tick the uptrend button, so the HODL SR knows how to calculate and predict the levels for the price action above the previous highest high. So let's close this and let's just look. The price is really kind of obeying the levels. It's making 1, 1.5, 2 level moves, etc. But that's not what I want to talk about. I wanted to talk about the price level above the previous high. So that's this level, 711, and we made a spike up, and it bounced from here. Then we can go further and see that we found support here and we are reaching new highs, and the price was stopped at next level. That's new level that HODL SR predicted, and this correct one. But the move was strong. We retraced just a little bit, 2 micro levels, and then we shoot it up, and we went past through this new HODL SR level, and we were stopped at this level again. We created a huge spike up, and here we can see that we actually made more than 1.5 move retrace, and that's one of the rules. Whenever the price, so we're talking about new highest highs, when the price retraces more than 1.5 level, you should consider to reconfigure the HODL SR plugin, because maybe this is new highest high. We don't know yet, but as soon as the price retraced 1.5 level or more, well, it's time to reconfigure the plugin. So let's do that. So the new value is 1032.70, 1032.70, and let's just redraw the levels. Now the levels before this highest high are not drawn correctly, and you can't backtest and depend on them. They're wrong. So let's move further here. What happened? So firstly we made 1.5 move down, 1 full move up, 2 levels down, 2 levels up, 1 level down, 1 level up, and the price went above the highest high. And as we can see here, the price made 2.5 moves and was stopped by this 50% support and resistance level, and it retraced 1.5 level. But that's just 1.5. It's not full 1.5. Look, it's missing 1 micro level here. So we don't have to reconfigure the HODL SR. We can experiment. Note that we are on monthly time frame right now, and you will have a lot of time to experiment a little bit which setting is better. But for now we'll leave it like this, and you can see that price reacts on the levels quite nicely, and we are making new highs immediately after that. But let's see what will happen next. We reached 50% level, tried to go higher, retraced and found good support on main support level, and we went higher here. Again we found support on bottom level, lower support level, and we are reaching for new highs, and all those levels are kinda reacting on the price nicely still. And now we are here. Look, we reached another predicted resistance level, and the price bounced down for 2 whole levels, which actually means that we might have new higher high in place. And I know that this is the latest highest high, so we could reconfigure manually or just leave it to default, so clear the highest high value in configuration and take the uptrend. But we'll leave it here because that's not what I want to talk about. As you can see, HODL SR can predict the price levels, the targets, next targets, and it does that quite well. And we're looking at the monthly time frame. We don't see what really happened here. You can test this, try it, and switch to lower time frames, and you will see that all those levels play a role in price. And this is a little HODL magic I wanted to show you. Even for the prices that are just new highs, the HODL SR can predict the levels quite accurately. Okay, so there are a few things. Whenever you're backtesting, you should always look if the HODL SR takes the proper price, and whenever the price is in higher than previous highest high, like here up to here or higher, you have to manually reconfigure the plugin. You will notice immediately that the levels are kind of garbled. There are dots on every candle, so that's the first sign that the levels are not calculated correctly. Okay, thank you very much for listening. I hope you found out something new about HODL SR and its abilities. New version with some nice new features are in the making and will be available soon, so stay tuned. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. I will gladly answer all your questions, and I'll make new screencasts for the problems that are the most common. Okay, thank you very much for listening, and happy trading!